familiar nameplate on Australian roads and a favourite among family, fleet and outback tourers, the Mitsubishi Pajero is also one of the most preferred tow vehicles among caravanners. With a 3.2 litre turbocharged diesel engine, the Pajero NT series can comfortably tow most caravans without raising a sweat.
The first thing you notice about the Pajero is how nimble it feels compared to the other large SUVs.
I really like driving the Pajero. It is a little bit loud with the diesel, but it is a really smooth ride and the steering's great.
Pajero's ride quality, when unladen, it's a bit sharp at low speeds, but as speeds increase to touring speeds, you really notice just how supple it feels. It absorbs big bumps really well.
But it's not perfect. The Pajero has very limited cargo access when hitched up. In fact, from 2,500 kilos, the ball load actually drops from 250 to 180 kilograms.
The Pajero's 3.2 litre turbo diesel engine is very strong from low RPM. It's got really meaty mid-range torque, but it does get a little bit vibey and a little bit rough in terms of NVH once you start to rev it. I think if you put up with that though, it's a really sweet engine.
Anyone looking for a sort of mid-range four-wheel drive that can really get off the road but also tow something would do well with the Pajero.
This Pajero, the XC-DID, features 7 seats, all leather interior, 17-inch alloys, trip computer, cruise control, rear camera, side and curtain airbags, ABS with brake assist and electronic brake force distribution.
The cabin is really spacious, but when you're on tight roads it doesn't feel big to drive, which is a real benefit obviously when you're driving around town in a large SUV.
I've had a good test now of this Pajero. I've towed our test van uphill, down dale, on bitumen, on corrugations, on gravel, and I've got to say I'm pretty happy with the way it performs. It's stable, it's solid, it just does the job nicely. Going up some rather steep inclines, there was plenty of power in reserve. At no moment did the Pajero feel like it was struggling or that it had to dig deep.
Look, I might be a bit of a traditionalist, but I really like the Mitsubishi Super Select 4-wheel drive system. It's a part-time and full-time system that's both ingenious and simple. It works and it's been around forever.
One of the key features of the Mitsubishi Pajero is its value for money. Cramming in a ton of features and great performance to boot, at under 80 grand, the Pajero really is the bang for buck four-wheel drive.
In terms of value for money, the Pajero is really good. It's around about the same price as the Patrol, but it's got a few more creature comforts and it's a bit more comfortable.
Kids are going to love the back seat of the Pajero. You've got your built-in DVD player with a couple of little speakers either side. You've got your aircon controls, and most importantly, it's nice and roomy. I'm a tall guy, but even with the chairs all the way back, I've still got a bit of leg room, and if I'm comfy, the kids are going to be comfy too.
What I do like is the sheer bang for bucks that you get with this car. It's got all the luxuries, it's got plenty of performance. Really, what more do you want?
The Pajero is not like the V6 Range Rover and the V8 Land Cruiser in that it does feel the weight of a heavy caravan like the one we've got, the 2400 kilo. But the thing is though, it performs well just the same. It copes with it, it shoulders the weight really well.
If four-wheel driving was a ball game, the Pajero would undoubtedly be a starting midfielder, able to play all positions, reliable and a fan favourite. It's no wonder that the Mitsubishi Pajero remains one of the most common sights on Australian roads.